I updated for the first time in like a month. And I don't know what that tab is open for. You can't search by any date, period. That's the thing, I guess that's the thing, though. I've been on DeviantArt for a long time. And, pretty much anything from before they updated that shit I already have.
Yeah.
So that's not my problem.
Here we go. It looks like shit on Discord.
Let me get the game on. I forgot we're streaming. Let's do it. Pokemon. Not Pokemon, it's Ocarina. This SWAT has not been signed. Yes.
It's Pokerina time.
It's like Sonichu, but worse.
Freaking Ocarina. I'm surprised no one's done like a texture hack of Ocarina. Is it like hard or something? Because I feel like someone could do it and like replace all the textures with Pokemon textures. Have like have Link be Ash and Navi like be Pikachu, but just floating.
Yeah. There's a few things if I can. It's in other stuff. Aside from the Yanmega, which is still the original.
Yeah.
Which I think I sent you. Yeah, that picture. There's this. Which made it as the op. You've probably seen this, actually.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
That was a request that I made. And it turned out that that one Anon is still missing. Let's...
I guess the only issue I have with this image is it's kind of like weird because they're just running around in a void.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it had a background, but it's still a nice image. Okay. I actually posted on the what's it called thread?
The
yeah, the post Pokemon guaranteed to be cut. I posted that Xatu image.
The Xatu. Post Pokemon guaranteed to be cut. It's gonna happen.
This thread's dying though.
Post Pokemon guaranteed to not be in SWSH. People thinking there will be more starters are deluded. They are too popular to get cut. Xatu foresaw this. Hey.
A bunch of people start talking about...
That's my... I posted this before.
Yeah,
but
this is that image that you, like, put a watermark in or something. Or no, you erased a watermark. Then you sent it. The only reason I posted, like, I wouldn't have posted in that thread, then I was like, oh wait, I have a nice quality Xatu image.
That's probably my
Xatu's
favorite
probably gonna
Xatu
get deleted,
image.
so... I don't expect Xatu to be in the game. It's like...
But that Xatu picture's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a great Xatu picture.
I'm not sure if you think like that.
What?
I'm not sure if you think that it's that good.
I think it's pretty great. I like the atmosphere in it. That's the best part about it.
Yeah.
That it has this weird, mysterious, almost sinister atmosphere. And it really catches the, like, weird sort of, like... It catches the atmosphere of Xatu that the Pokédex suggests.
Right.
About how it, like, is in a constant state of, like, catatonicness because it can see the future. And it sees horrible, horrible things.
Hmm.
And it can also see the past, so it can see all the horrible things that have already happened, and all the horrible things that are about to happen.
It saw that it would get cut.
Yeah. It's like, what's wrong, Xatu? If I told you, I have to kill you.
What is next? Look at a Bato map. There are no restricting barriers that force you to go one way or the other. Hell, you can just fun straight to the boss if you feel like it. Is it hard? Yeah. It's probably harder than Kaizo Mario, but it gives you that choice. It doesn't make the choice for you.
Yep. Like, okay, granted, like, Bato does have a limit, but it's not in walls. There's no freaking invisible walls in that game. Aside from, like, a force field or something. Like, it has an explanation. Because the way Bato's map is designed is that the entirety of the area is actually on a plateau with fissures running around it. So when you get to the edge of the map in Breath of the Wild, it's like it's just a freaking... like, you fall off.
You fall off.
Yeah.
There's one more picture that I want to show before... That's a commission.
Oh, nice. Oh, and it's like in a... it's like, oh, whoops, oh, sorry about that. It's like the expression it has on its face.
Mm-hmm. That's, also... the first version. This is the second version.
Ooh. Yeah, definitely a lot more polished in the pose and everything, and the expression.
And I think this...
It's like a Pokemon Center, too.
Yeah.
I can see PC. And this is a working design?
This is the version that I think we're gonna go with.
Yeah.
So let me get the game on. Actually, one thing, and it's not anything to do with that, I just want to move these threads over to a browser window that won't be on screen.
Freaking this, like, this, but with, like, Steelix or any other Pokemon in, Heart Gold that is not allowed to go into Pokemon Centers because it's too big.
This one's supposed to be a big Corviknight.
Yeah.
But, it's not entirely... Well, I think it's actually too big, but that ain't no problem.
It's not like this is going for Smash, and even then that's not even really an argument considering Ridley did get in despite being quote-unquote too big.
So what do you think about this version?
I feel like the awkwardness, of like the Corviknight is a bit better in the second version, but I feel like the sense of scale and I guess the expressiveness of the Corviknight is better in the final art, the working design.
Right.
Like it's like, it looks like it's trying to be careful.
Hopefully that'll be fixed, but I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. Does it really matter? Wait a minute. I think we were supposed to go adult.
Yeah, you become adult. Yeah. That's where you're supposed to be.
But I'm not sure if I... Like, is there any quests that I could do right now?
I think, you could buy a shield. Actually, don't you get a shield somewhere?
Yeah, I do, actually, and I forgot.
Yeah. So, definitely go get that shield. That way you can have it when you become adult.
Fuck it. Oh, I might as well run normally then.
Is it faster to roll?
If you just spam, it's slower. But if you time it properly... It actually is faster a little bit.
That's something I always used to do, is I would spam it. I'd like actually spam it.
Yeah.
Where I learned the backwards trick.
Wait a minute.
I want to say roll delay isn't as bad on the 3DS version.
The roll delay.
Yeah. The time between rolls. Like, from what I remember, spamming rolls isn't fast on the 3DS. Magic jar.
Hey, it was this guy. With this animation that just loops.
Yeah, this freaking... It looks like he's screaming all the time. And I always was frustrated, like, how come there's not a sound effect for him yelling?
In fact, is he looking at me?
He looks freaking dead. It's scary. He's got the tiger pants that, like, all carpenters have. Even the carpenter in Bado had the tiger pants.
I am the boss of the carpenters that Impa hired to improve the village and make it into a true city. But young men these days don't have any ambition. Do you know what I mean?
7 years later, they build one house.
Yeah.
One house that they already started building at this point in time.
Even my own son. They're all worthless.
This is like a... What is this? A boomer. That's
Yeah.
what he'd be. Young people these days, they have no
They're
working
too lazy.
spirit. All they want to do is sit around and have everything given to them.
MFW.
Back in my day, I had to walk a mile to school. Then I had to walk a mile back.
Where was I? Oh, I was going here. That's nice. Now, I forget what the one this was. There's this guy.
Yeah, it's one of these, I know for sure.
I'm not even doing any. I'm not pressing any buttons.
It's probably all till Dante. Oh,
That's.
Dante.
Give me a
You
moment.
have to go there at night. So, like, walk outside the village and then, like, stand around for a little bit. 'Cause this kid's a telltale. That was, like, one detail that I actually forgot about this game. Is that this kid exists, which impedes you from screwing with anything in the graveyard until, you go back at night. You looking up something?
Because I spent a long time figuring that shit out. Actually, at one. Now, I was just wondering about what you thought about that picture. Because you said you had a better sense of scale. But something else as well that I didn't hear.
It has, yeah, it has a better sense of scale, and it has, what it lacks is, like, I feel like some of the awkwardness from the
awkwardness.
original. Because, like, here you can get a better sense of, like, I say there's a better sense of scale, even though there's not anything in the picture, because it's sort of, the camera's sort of tilted a little bit upward.
You can tell what he's doing.
Yeah.
You can tell what, like, he's against the wall and the ceiling.
Yeah.
And the camera's tilted up.
Yeah, which is an improvement. But I feel like the expressions of the awkwardness is a little bit easier read in the original.
Yeah.
But I think this could still work. Like, Because with his wings out like that, it seems like he's like got them out because he's trying to be careful and be able to duck down without falling over.
Yeah. Now I think the wings are originally supposed to be a bit bigger.
Yeah, but you kind of gotta work with like the space there. Maybe he could have like one of them partially tucked in, so it's like maybe there's still a like a PC next to it.
Yeah.
And he's like trying not to hit the PC.
Now that's how it's. There should be some background details, but they're just like the second sketch was the culmination of a lot of edits.
Yeah.
This is the first version of the new version. Give me a fucking Hylian shield. Give me it. You heard about us from the guard at Death Mountain Gate? Well, I have to give you a good deal then. You got a Hylian shield. Switch to the sub-equipment, blah blah blah. Well, what's... Oh. The deal was that there wasn't a deal. Or the deal was, I think there's like a way to, I think there's a way to, doesn't matter, but I think there's a way to get in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can go adult now. Watch a fucking 7-minute cutscene. Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Jump through the crack. If you had the button hood and if it worked the same way it does in Majora's Mask, you could totally get through there.
Yeah.
Freaking accelerated beyond the bounds of space. I remember cheating my way, or I say cheating, but like I'm just exploiting the buddy hood glitch.
Yeah.
Into Sakon's hideout a couple of times on the 64. Can't really do anything past that though, because you need Caffeine for that area to work.
Can I, like, get right here? Oh, yeah. You can see how it works.
Wow.
What the fuck was this shit? A lot of the time isn't remembering anything, it's just thinking about what buttons to press.
Yeah.
So that you know how to do it fast. Oh, that camera pan. Then the emeralds show. And it's in 3 things. More flashes happen.
Chaos emeralds.
That's probably what there are, basically.
Yeah.
Or whatever the hell that Japanese thing is.
I always found it interesting that the middle of the Triforce has like a light in it. Maybe it's the fourth piece of the Triforce.
Oh. Not sure about that. Nothing. You can actually get pretty far that you could see this.
Yeah.
Maybe it wouldn't be as obvious on 240p, which is what this originally was, but... Come on.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's as obvious with the blur, but yeah, clearly that's not the exact copy of the room that you're supposed to be traveling into.
I mean, come on. This is, like, hilariously bad. And I mean, I know it's N64, but...
And it just Yeah, that's probably one of the worst low-poly models ever. Right next to Marrow, which is the low-poly version of Mario from Mario 64, where it, like, cuts his polygons in half and half still.
Oh, Morrow?
Yeah, Morrow.
Is that what we think it is? It's that legendary blade. It's the Master Sword with a Triforce. What are these things? They're just steps, but you can kind of see through it. There's a black line at the bottom there. Nice. No. No. Yeah, you can see through that. And in fact, the light kind of shines through it, too. That's nice.
Wow. Freaking on this episode of Boundary Break.
Right.
I always liked the fake reflective texture they use for things like the stones and the swords and whatever. I always thought it was cool. It's like, wow, look at these effects.
Right, it actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not sure they did that, but... Can I check it?
That's the one thing that I wish the one... Like, I wish they could have, like, kept, even though it wouldn't have worked, with, the 3DS remake, is the jarringly shiny stuff. Particularly in the ice dungeon and the fairy.
I think that it works best with the low polys, though.
Yeah. That's why I said it probably wouldn't work like the game's art style and how they're trying to make everything, like, look really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like the artwork and stuff. Yeah, it definitely works the best with low polys.
I think we're gonna do it.
Alright.
That Triforce, it just made it of polygons. Hey, there's some marking on that right there. On the hilt. Did you see that? Wonder what that is.
It looks like an R. That's interesting.
Excellent work, okay. As I thought, you held the keys to the door of time. Hilarious how you can skip it faster than you can... You see, Ganon's dumb. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
I wake up. I, the chosen one.
You, the chosen one?
That one's
Well,
pretty
I guess
good.
Link does. Yeah. I guess Link's just out of a job. Like, they just needed here to open the door of time. It's like, okay, you're done.
The place with the most wasted potential in the whole game.
I even, like, had potential, too. Like, there's a bunch of unused geometry that you'd never know about.
I am Raul, one of the ancient sages. Oh boy. Ages ago, we ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the entrance to the Sacred Realm. What's the Sacred Realm? This is the Chamber of Sages inside the Temple of Light. So this is in the Temple of Light.
Yeah. This is the only room of the temple we get to see, though. Could have seen the whole thing at some point, though.
Yeah. Damn it. I wonder if that ever got made.
Yeah.
The Temple of Light, situated in the center of the Sacred Realm, is the last stronghold against Ganondorf's evil forces. Which makes me wonder, what the hell does the rest of the Sacred Realm look like?
Yeah.
Because you never see that.
I mean, you see, like, weird abstract representations of it. Like, you see the Sacred Realm in Twilight Princess, and it's just like this sort of plot of land in the middle of, like, a void. And it's all pretty and nice. And it gets corrupted. It's weird and abstract.
The Master Sword. The evil destroying sword that you pulled. Also, that's some weird punctuation right there. I mean, come on, you could do better than that. It should be. And give me a moment here. Instead, they fucked it all up.
Yeah.
The Master Sword, the evil destroying sword that you pulled out of the pedestal of time, was the final key to the Sacred Realm. Don't be alarmed. Look at yourself. I should have named him like I'm gay or some shit.
Yeah, everyone's freaking telling them their sexuality for no reason in the middle of a sentence.
Look,
I'm gay. You're the chosen one. Also, I'm gay.
Yeah. You're big now. You've grown up. Because people didn't realize, the Master Sword is a sacred blade which evil ones may never touch. Only one worthy of the title of Hero of Time, wherever that came from, can pull it from the pedestal of time, wherever that came from. Like, where did all this time stuff come from?
Yeah, it's kind of weirdly shoehorned
because this is
in
like
there.
Ocarina of Time. If you look at the Zelda timeline, Ocarina of Time is where the Hero of Time stuff came from. So where the
what was the previous, like, timey-wimey stuff? Like, where did it come from?
Yeah.
Or did they make it up now? Like, maybe the sages were, like, focus testing and, like, trying to, like, figure out what they're gonna call the saga that's about to happen. It's like, hero of all life? Well, he's
Nobody
gonna have
knows.
to travel through time.
You were too... This is the part where everybody fucked up on. However, you were too young to be the Hero of Time. Navi fucked that up. The Deku Tree fucked that up. So they were expecting you to get the Master Sword and defeat Ganon, and everything
As
would
like
be
a
well.
little heavy.
The Master Sword, however, was like, nope, you can't do that. You gotta wait. And that time that they made you wait allowed Ganon to take over. Whoops.
Yeah. Because they didn't predict that the Master Sword would do that. Which, granted, they probably should have thought about it a little bit longer, because when you think about it, like, the Master Sword is, like, as long as Link is tall when he's, like, small Link. So, what was he gonna do? Just, like, wield it like the freaking Pyramid Head knife? Just drag it around? And freaking chop in half really slowly? Like, that's stupid.
That's probably a dumber... That's almost as dumb of a decision as, in Skyward Sword, where they don't... Where they forget about Girahim.
Yeah.
When they
I
use
mean,
the
granted,
Triforce.
Girahim, like, he kinda just screws off a couple of times. And you don't see him for a while. He, like, poops. And so it's like, oh, where is he? Oh, who cares?
Yeah, but they fucking forget about him when wishing the thing away.
Oh, yeah.
Which allows him to, go to the... Like, they... And the second mistake is not... Like, they only destroy him in the present, not the past. That's the second mistake. Now you're old enough, the time has come for you to awaken as the hero of time. Do you understand your destiny? Sure, go for it. But remember, though you opened the door of time in the name of peace, Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, used it to enter this forbidden sacred realm. He obtained the Triforce from the Temple of Light, and with its power he became the King of Evil. His evil power radiated from the temples of Hyrule, and in 7 short years, it transformed Hyrule into a world of monsters. Which I have to respond to that. Bullshit!
Yeah, it's not that bad. For sure, the freaking castle town is all wrecked. You kinda expect that, considering it's being surrounded by an evil castle. But the rest of the stuff, it's not that bad.
To be honest, the Ganon stuff almost looks tacked on because you have all the dungeons and shit where they're like, oh, Ganon turned this monster evil, but it kind of feels tacked on.
Yeah.
My power. I only have a little influence, namely this chamber. But there is still hope. The power of the sages remains. When the power of all of the sages is awakened, the sages' seals will contain all the evil power in the void of the realm. In the void of the realm. So basically, when all the sages awaken, Ganon will get sealed here. But in the entirety of the fucking so doesn't that... I'm sorry. Doesn't that mean that the Sacred Realm basically becomes like the entire Sacred Realm becomes a prison, which might not be what you want?
Yeah, it's kind of stupid to, like, house the freaking evil, the evil bad guy who's trying to steal the thing that resides in the Sacred Realm right next to it. Like, the freaking... Triforce is in Sacred Realm, prison is in Sacred Realm. Put Ganon in prison. What happens when he breaks out of prison? He, like, gets a freaking beeline to the Triforce. That's kind of not smart.
Yeah.
He's intentionally flawed.
Keep my spirit with you, and find the power of the other sages and add their might to yours. They didn't do shit for you, though.
Yeah.
They may have given you a heart container. Which actually is probably what this is talking about.
Yeah, also, like... Oh, there's a lot of questions. Like...
You received the light medallion for free. If you wanted to play this dungeon, then fuck you. Find the other
Maybe one
sages
day
and
it'll
save
be like
Hyrule.
DLC or something.
I don't think the dungeon was ever actually made that much.
Yeah, like they made a couple of rooms, but that was mainly for testing purposes. I don't think they really had like a concept of it. Or if they did, it was something that was not expanded upon.
We're back in the Temple of Time. But have 7 years really passed? Looks just the same. It looks like
It's
you won't
kinda
be able to
darker.
use some of the weapons you found as a child anymore.
Why not? What do you mean he can't wield a little baby sword?
That's
Yeah,
so
freaking-
stupid.
It's
Let's get outta
it's like,
here.
oh, you can't play the games you played as a kid anymore. He's like, oh, I can't play Pokemon? but but games are for all ages.
Hey, Zelda. I've never even seen this character before. But I already know that she's Zelda.
Oh, you don't know who it is.
I've been waiting for
It
you.
might not be Zelda.
It's like fucking Luke, I am your father.
Yeah.
When evil rules all, an awakening voice from the sacred realm will call those destined to be sages who dwell in the 5 temples. The 5 dungeons.
Yeah.
Apparently they're like places of worship, but yeah.
They've been like converted into the monster houses. And I get it. It's actually, that makes sense.
One in a deep forest.
Consider them.
One on a high mountain.
With the exception of the Shadow Temple, which isn't really a temple. It's actually supposed to be something like the Arbiter's Grounds. It's a prison.
Right. So I don't know why they'd call it a temple.
I mean, maybe there's like cultists or some crap. I don't know.
One under a vast lake. One within the house of the dead. One inside a goddess of the sand. Together with the hero of time, the awakened ones will bind the evil and return the light of peace to the world. This is the legend of the temples, passed down by my people, the Sheikah. And when he says my peoples, she's lying straight to your face.
Yeah. Just trying to pretend like she's like a native Sheikah person.
And also the legend of the temples.
Mm.
We never heard of that before.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's on the wikis.
Yeah.
I am Sheik.
Also, it's like the worst fake name that Zelda could come up with.
Yeah.
Sheikah people. My name is Sheik.
As I see you standing there, holding the mythical Master Sword. Wait, how is it a myth?
Yeah, how is it a myth when it's real and they have it housed in a temple?
Yeah, they have it.
Yeah.
It's real. They have it housed in a temple. He's holding it. It's on the screen right now. In fact, it's behind the word mythical.
My ass.
You really do look like the legendary hero of time that nobody ever knew. If you believe the legend, you have no choice. You have no choice to believe the legend. You must look for the 5 temples and awaken the 5 sages. Just in case you forgot how many there were.
Actually, there are 7 temples and 4 stages. We're actually low on stages, and we also just have a couple more temples. Sorry, I lied the first time.
One sage is waiting for the time of awakening in the Forest Temple. The sage is a girl I'm sure you know. Really? Really? Because I never knew that person. Are you talking about that lady that I got that song from?
Yeah, we just talked a few times. I don't really know.
Yeah. Because of the evil power in the temple, she cannot hear the awakening call from the sacred realm. What awakening call?
I'm guessing like their phones buzz or something. Text comes up, or like the Ocarina. I think we made fun of this during like Majora's Mask. I think we talked about this, but like, does your like Ocarina just ring or something?
Yeah.
And you freaking talk on the Ocarina. Like you can call Saria, but like dialing the number or playing the number on the Ocarina.
Yeah. Because of the evil power and blah blah blah. Unfortunately, equipped as you currently are, you cannot even enter the temple. Bullshit!
Yeah, you could freaking run straight up there with your current gear.
But if you believe what I'm saying, you should head to Kakariko Village. Do you understand, Hey. This is the default position after you turn adult.
Yeah, standing on the light.
To save the forest girl, you need another skill. Head to Kakariko Village. If you want to become if you want to go child again, yeah.
Take me back.
HN, take a shit all over the Master Sword. The Ocarina of Time opened the door. The hero of time with the Master Sword descended here. Really? The hero of time descended here.
What? So it was Jesus? What? Descended like it came down from the heavens?
The only possible thing I could see
Fell through the roof?
is that they might have came through that window.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know, this whole playthrough is basically a prerequisite, because I want to play Skyward Sword eventually.
Yeah. Would be an interesting stream.
And I gotta play Twilight Princess too.
Yeah. The Twilight Princess, what I remember, is a lot less slow and tedious than Skyward Sword.
I also found it to be a lot more epic. But then again, that's just me.
I think because it's its darker tone and its cutscenes are like very cinematic. Especially the freaking cutscene with the...
The scale is also a bit bigger.
Yeah. Like, Hyrule Field has never been, like, bigger ever.
At the time.
At the time. Because Bado Kane is like...
Bado changed everything.
Yeah.
Bado just basically took the series at the time and took a shit all over it for the better. This is like the end game area too. Grab. I'm pressing A, but nothing's happening.
Yeah, it's too thick. You have to have a super duper gauntlet or whatever.
That's nice. I'm sure you could get in there somehow.
Yeah. Maybe like do some weird bomb clipping shit.
Probably a mega flip. Or possibly a bomb hover.
I could see that.
You can basically do anything in this game if you know the strats.
Yeah.
So here we are. There's that place. They have those guys freeze you when you get too close.
Yeah, they scream. And then they freaking latch on to you.
Hey, there's a door right there. You see this on the side of that building? But it doesn't go anywhere.
I guess it's just a deck door. It's not like a solid door like that one. Actually,
This guy has one eye.
Yeah. And this guy's also supposed to be the guard.
The same guard.
Like, I guess his, like, freaking face melted. Became a cyclops. Or either that or, like, the spooky ghost possessed his face and, like, morphed it into a corrupted form. Dark magic did that. I mean, it's, I guess, kind of like the stall pose. And, like, some guy wanders into the woods, and then...
Right.
They turn into skeleton.
Oh, you are quite an energetic young man. You're brave and handsome, too. Your name is I, isn't it? Don't be surprised, I can read people's minds. Bullshit. If I looked as good as you, I could run a different kind of business. Oh my god, you know what that should be written as?
Boy. Master Sword. I could run a different kind of
My shop is the only ghost shop in Hyrule. Because of the great Ganondorf, it is a fine time for business. Haha. Oh, I can only hope the world gets even worse. Haha.
Yeah, it's just this basically confirms it's the same asshole guard. It's like, oh, I wish the world burned so interesting stuff could happen.
The ghosts
like,
called
haha,
Pose.
the world's burned, it's great!
The ghosts called Pose are spirits of concentrated hatred that appear in the fields and graveyard. They hate the world. So they're black-pilled?
Yeah! Yeah, this guy's ultra... This guy's like... void pilled. He's gone from like hating the world and hating his life and everything to like laughing at it.
Young man.
It's like, oh boy, I can't wait for it to get worse.
Young man, if you catch a Poe, I will pay a lot of money for it. Haha. This is like those fetish threads on 4chan.
Yeah. Only he's got like a weird freaking black pillar fetish.
Right.
There's like a collection of like ghosts wearing beanies who's like smoke cigarettes and have 5 o'clock shadows. Especially the beanie part, can't forget that.
Everything is all purple. I wonder if the rupees are still up there.
Possibly. I don't see any reason not to have them, even because you can't reach them. So. It might still be a trigger.
They could still be there, like they just didn't bother getting rid of them.
Yeah. I bet if you like moon jump, you could probably reach it.
Oh, it's nighttime. That's why it was all dark. I think if you go to the forest too, there's giant plant monsters.
Yeah, there's big Deku Babas.
Like you see that tree, that's how big they are.
Yeah.
Maybe, okay, they might be half that size.
Yeah, they're not that big. Maybe if you stand them up on end, but they never do that.
Yeah.
The big Deku Babas are cute. I actually like the Deku Babas from this game, their design is like really weird and different, even from their artwork.
Huh.
It's weird. The freaking Poe. You need to get a shoot weapon.
Where's the, I know it's hilariously easy to get to the bottom of the well.
Yeah, you get song, go back, play song, well time.
Isn't there a block in the well this time though?
Yeah. That's why you have to go back to the past, though I think there might be a way to clip.
I think the entrance is still there.
Yeah. The entrance is definitely still there. That's why they put the block there. They released. It's easier to cover it up and make a new model.
Yeah, it's still there. I'm sure if you could get down there.
Yep.
You could enter it. And I think in Ocarina OOT 3D they put a big boulder there.
Yeah.
That goes away, like it doesn't go away until you get the Song of Storms.
Mm.
But the thing being, that just actually made it easier to get into.
Yeah, because now maybe they knew what they were doing. Like maybe they were like, oh, people could use this as a skip if we did this, so it might be fun for some people. And they're like,
I don't think they thought like that. I think they were trying to patch a skip and inadvertently opened up another one. This is the... Hey, what's that
patch
text
a
say?
hole, 3 more holes pop up.
That's weird. Wish I could quick spin.
I believe that says Kakariko Village backwards. On the sign there.
Huh.
I remember reading an article on the freaking Zelda wiki talking about the text in this game. And a lot of it is just like, for the signs, like for the gravestones here, that big one in the front, that has a text that's just mirrored down the center. They didn't really care about making it too legible.
1.0. Oh boy, here we go. He, young man. Are you fast on your feet? I may not look like it, but I'm confident in my speed. Let's have a race.
Speed!
Shit. I'm not used to this.
Yeah, I just do it like time.
I've seen the speedrunners do it.
Yeah.
That always happens. I think... The time of this race was 1:05. You are very quick to be able to keep up with me, haha. As a reward, I'm going to give you my treasure. It's called the hook shot. Its spring-loaded chain will pull you to any spot where its hook sticks. Doesn't it that sound cool? I live here now, so come back again sometime. I'll give you a heart piece. One more thing. Be careful on your way back.
Ghost living.
You found the hook shot. It's spring-loaded. You can use it. And this is the shitty version. With holding C, you can do things.
I feel like the hookshot from later Zelda games that has like a little grabby thing that grabs onto stuff makes more sense than this one.
Yeah?
Because this is a point. So the idea is you can hook onto things that it can like pierce through. So that means wood, roofing, that's it. And targets and stuff. Like, it seems a lot more limited in how it works.
Huh.
Because it can't even grab. Really. Like, it skewers. So, I mean, it can grab stuff, but it like, damages the goods.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's that house.
Yep. The house that they made. Oh, the shooting gallery unit. And the guy who has no legs. He doesn't need them. I think all the shopkeepers in this game actually don't have legs. You see? It's just like a torso that's floating.
I didn't do that. In fact, shit. Shit. Almost. I'll let you try one more time for free.
Oh, nice.
Almost. Well, I'll let you try one more time for free.
Is this guy just gonna keep giving you free trials until you win? This time you go. Oh, this is the final time. You can elite struts. You did this in Majora's Mask.
Also, he refills the arrows.
Yeah.
Man, I
That
suck.
way you don't run out.
Ugh.
I wish it had mouse controls. This thing would be pissed.
Seriously. Wonderful. Bravo. Perfect. Here's a fantastic present. I got 50 rupees. Thanks.
For your freaking overfull wallet. Or actually, no, it's at 0, so never mind. I was about to say, like... I always thought the rupee break particle effects were really cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, it makes me, like, I wish, like, in the actual game, like the normal gameplay, if you shot a rupee, it would do that.
Mm-hmm.
Just explode.
Yeah, you can really clearly see his lack of legs right here.
It's just a freaking flesh sack.
I wonder if that's a fetish.
There probably is. I know amputee shit is a fetish. Girls with like no arms.
Nope.
Yeah, it's freaking disgusting.
Hey, who's this guy? It's that guy from Majora's Mask.
Oh yeah, it's the freaking observatory.
A long time ago, there was a man in this very village who had an eye, they said, who could see the truth. Now, usually, you have to train your mind's eye most strenuously to actually see the truth. Is he basically saying, get smart?
I think like, he's talking about seeing truth. I think what he's actually talking about is obviously, like, the lens of truth, the mask of truth.
Well, yeah, it's obvious.
Yeah, but
But
I
this
think he's,
fella-
like, seeing through reality, to see the true forms of the things around you.
Yeah, but
Seeing
that's
past
basically saying,
illusions.
get smart.
Yeah.
You know, think about things. But this fella...
Analyze your surroundings.
This fella, no, they say he had a different thing that could let him be lazy. His house stood where the well is now. So are you talking about the windmill guy?
I think what they're talking about, I guess this is theory territory, but I think what they're talking about is Bongo Bongo. Like, it's
So Bongo Bongo originally had the lens of truth.
Yeah, and he originally lived in a house that was built where the well stands now. And, allegedly, in Zelda theory, how we know that this is him is, the fact that his head is like a flower with a single, like, eye sort of thing in the middle of it. But also because he's the thing that, like, comes out of the well and terrorizes the town when he gets set on fire. Which is interesting. And then, of course, the fact that, like, there's this popular theory that, like, if the Shadow Temple is, like, a jail for, Hyrule's worst criminals, and Bongo Bongo is the final boss, and then Bongo Bongo is obviously evil and was probably a former prisoner, like the spirit of a former prisoner who was, contorted into, super entity thanks to Ganon.
Right. I wonder if I could... It's like a treadmill.
Yeah.
Grr. Grr. I'll never forget what happened on that day 7 years ago. Grr. It's all that Ocarina kid's fault. Next time he comes around here, I'm gonna mess him up. Ooh.
Oh shit.
What? You've got an Ocarina. What the fuck? That reminds me of that time 7 years ago.
7 years ago!
Back then, a mean kid came here and played a strange song. It messed up this windmill. I'll never forget this song. A down up, A down up.
This is the freaking, like, impossible, like,
This is
shit.
the paradox right here.
Yeah. Paradoxical enigma.
I hope
Also,
that he
this-
fixed the windmill.
Yeah. But, like, he's still pissed about it. 7 years.
Must have been really
Like,
hard.
a little kid wandered in here and played a stupid song, and I guess it got stuck in his head or something. Even though it's the same song he's playing, so it's like, what? And then it, like, makes the windmill go fast, which breaks it, because I guess it goes too fast. And then, like, 7 years later, and hopefully they fix the windmill, considering it's not, like, seemingly in disrepair, and he's still pissed about it.
Does the windmill slow down eventually?
No. You have to walk out of the room to get it to slow down.
I could swear I remember it slowing down.
Huh.
But what the hell do I know?
Maybe it does.
Well, it would have, but it didn't. Anyway, now we got that thing. But we can't go back until we beat the,
you gotta do the thingy first. Oh, you could,
You know what they need to, you know what you need to do? Now that you've got the hook shot, you can go do the forest temple.
Yeah. Can you do the sun song yet?
Nope.
Okay.
I forgot. But I think you have to be night, right?
It has to be night, or...
Maybe
Yeah, it
not.
has to be night, and you have to have the Song of Storms, because you need to make it rain. Or... I want to say that's how you do it. I remember it being really easy. And then you play Zelda's Lullaby at the stone or something.
The graveyard. Not the cemetery. A Poe. If you stare at it with Z, it'll disappear. Notice how the markings on these graves are different from the ones up here.
Yeah. I think it's because they're part of Hyrule's family.
I didn't do anything.
Try Zelda's Lullaby.
Did-a-did-a-did-a-dun. Got that lightning.
Okay, here we go, and then you have to defeat Ghost Mario and Ghost Luigi.
Now that Link's got his face blown off.
Freaking rock shrapnel.
Oh, fuck. This is the problem. 1.0 has that problem where you grab the ledges.
Yeah, it's really freaking annoying. They fixed that in, Ocarina Time 3D. Oh wait, never mind. I forgot about this. You need a thingy to light the thingy.
I do.
Yeah, okay.
Either fire.
Because I remember always trying to do this really early on, and always running into the same freaking problem where I forget, like, oh yeah, Din's fire. Or fire arrows with the two.
Yeah. I don't have a bottle to keep this shit. I know I could dupe a bottle.
You get some bottles eventually. I know.
So it's a really useful item to dupe bottles over. Probably ice arrows.
Yeah.
Nobody uses ice arrows.
Yeah, they're honest. Like they're an optional item. That's how much they don't really matter. I mean, they look cool, but it's kind of what you expect from an item called an ice arrow. But yeah, I don't think there's much else you can do aside from go to Forest Temple.
Bottle duplication. ZeldaSpeedruns.com. ESS sword swipe. Hey, I got a better question. What are the best items to dupe bottles over? I.e. the most useless items. Hey, there's this beggar.
Say Giant's Knife, but that actually gets replaced with the other thingy.
Please, let's see. Please tell me the contents of a bottle, please.
Please.
Isn't there a way if, like, you climb up here, and then you do a backflip?
Hold on. The beggar is begging you to sell him things. He's not asking for money. He's like, I have money, please let me buy something. Also, beggar guy is, of course, the guy who keeps track of the money in, a Majora's Mask.
I wonder if they put that guy up there just so that you couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But I think there's a way to get up there anyway. Yeah.
Freaking clip on the roof.
Hey, good to see you again. I never saw you. I'll give you this as a memento. You've completed another heart container. Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Best glitch ever.
Yeah. Early heart container. Nice.
They didn't think this through. Nice.
Oh snap, well Bison is gonna be a lion.
Huh?
I'm still grinding Pokemon. Finally got one of them up level 20, and apparently level 20 is when Zigzagoon evolves into Blind-Moon.
Master Sword Jump Slash. And you can still go into the fucking... Yeah, you can still go into Dodongo's cavern.
Yeah, you can even go and see Dodongo. He's turned into skeleton.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where does the thing go?
That's the tails.
I've never seen that before, but where does the... It probably just leaves the thing.
Yeah, I think it does.
Hey.
There's no reason to do this, but it's a crazy intro.
I forget how to do the jump, the ground jump.
Oh, jump.
This is particularly useful. Hold Z, drop a bomb, and move backwards a step or two. Stay within grab range. Take out your sword or Deku stick. Hold R and then press A. Hold Z, drop a bomb, and move backwards. Hey. I know you're gonna come in right after me. But nada. Hold Z. Drop a bomb. Okay, so... Says... Well, never mind then. I'm like, oh, I need to do a ground jump to get up here.
Yeah, that's way easier. I think this actual puzzle is you have to go through another set of rooms just to get up here, but as Big Link, it's easy.
Clearly they built this area after they had... Like, clearly they made this area after your, after it was decided that this dungeon would be a child dungeon.
Yeah.
Whereas the bomb room was made when it was a child dungeon. Or it was made when it was an adult dungeon, even.
Yeah.
You said he was here!
He should be. Is this like a freaking OT 3D only thing? No, come on. It's supposed to be unless it's like only when you're a kid and you come back and he's a freaking skeleton.
That's kind of fucking dumb.
That's stupid. In OOT 3D, they actually keep his corpse around and he, like, becomes skeletalized. It's freaking cool.
8 and 7. Pokemon not guaranteed. 3 and 8.
What about 3 and 8?
The threads that I'm looking at. These middies. What does it say? Death Mountain Trail. Go for it. That lag. Wonder why it's like that's not even the computer, that's the game itself lagging.
Yeah.
N64. Okay, now you need to get a good straight shot. Wait a minute. Why the hell am I coming here anyway? I'm so dumb. Anyway, those boulders always target... Those boulders that fall always target the where in front of Link is. So you can well, if you walk backwards, they get kicked.
Yeah.
Because it just thinks it, it always targets the front. It always targets in front of Link, even if he's moving backwards. So if you just move backwards, they spawn behind you. Nice. Keep doing it. It makes the game easier. That's actually like the good tricks, like, if you know this trick, the game actually becomes easier. But, you have to know the trick. But to be fair, it's not a hard trick to do, which might ruin the, Oh, look at that fucking moon. It just bolted in the sky. What does this thing say? It just says Hyrule Field. Nice jump. Oh, that's even better. Anyway, I'm thinking it's supposed to go to Kokiri Forest now. Right there. Time for that back walk. I wish I could super slide. I still think this line is gonna suck. Oh, that's nice. You see that pop in?
Yeah.
It popped in right in front of me. Big Deco Baba. Hit it when it lunges at you. What's the, no, this is Dark Link's house. He's too big. He can reach me from over there. Well, he's dead now. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, good. What is this? It says it's one's records. Spiders squished 6. Largest fish caught 0 pounds.
Whoa! That's a pretty big fish. A whole 0 pound.
Marathon time 0 slash. Horse race time 0. Horseback archery 0 points. I guess that's the leaderboard.
Yeah.
With them all of one thing. Hey, hey. Oh, you can't see the green backdrop.
Well, they have another teaser for the freaking U2 Strikes Back.
What?
U2 Strikes Back. The freaking...
The fucking dumb remake?
Yeah. I was looking around threads and saw the PADT thumbnail and was like, what the frick? And then I saw that obviously this is U2 Strikes Back stuff.
Pokemon anime thread.
July 12th.
Teaser 3.
Out.
Oh my god. This is gonna be like that one meme game.
Yeah. I'm watching it with the sound off right now.
Can he hit me? No, he can't hit me. He can't hit me.
What?
Nice.
Oh, and trailer too. Take a look.
There's definitely a reason why they turn those guys into actual characters.
Yeah, the little Deku.
Yeah.
Cute little things. And they have different variants, so already they kind of have a little bit of like variant in like how they are.
It's probably the best thing that they ever did.
Yeah, and then they stopped doing it. And
What
now
are you?
Rikos are back.
Though you wear Kokiri-ish clothing, you can't fool me. I promised Saria I would never let anybody through here.
The power armor looks different.
Okay.
That looks different. I mean, the lighting and the texturing on the 3D looks good. Too bad the freaking rest of it, the human designs, you're like, ooh. I said this before and I'm gonna say it again. This whole movie looks like the weird sort of uncanny CG that some of the Pokemon cards, the promotional stuff would try to do.
Yeah. That song. How much you want to bet that the 3D models are the same 3D models as the 3DS games, but more polys?
Possibly. I don't know, I wasn't paying too close attention, but Pikachu definitely has a little bit of a different thing going on.
How so?
At the very least, they're like modified. Some.
I imagine most background mons would be the same models.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I
They
trust
have
you.
that much detail.
Bonus points if they're at the low poly versions.
Yeah. I don't see like freaking. instead of Scyther, I don't see Sir. That's like Scyther with most of the name taken away. Instead of another Pikachu, I want to see Chew or
Yeah?
Pikachu.
From here on,
Whatever
we'll be
the
going through
low-called
some narrow
name.
passages. If you take it slow, maybe someone can... maybe you can sneak on some enemies. Really?
Yeah, this is the Moblin Maze.
The Moblin Maze. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Drop a bomb and stand far enough back that the grab icon goes away. Roll into the bomb while holding Z and R. Z and R.
Huh.
Hold Z. Wait a minute. Hold Z. Hold Z, drop a bomb. Hold R and then press A. Take out your sword. Okay. Drop a bomb, move backwards. Okay. Take out your sword, hold R and then press A. Okay, ready. Ready. Okay, take out your sword. No, that's not what I wanted.
Wow.
Take out your sword or a Deku stick. Hold R and then press A. So hold R, take out your sword, hold R, press A. Hold R. After you can release Z and R if the glitch worked. Backflipping or side hopping. Damn it. You can kill them.
Yeah. Dang. You can kill the biggest ones, so I don't understand why you wouldn't be able to kill the smaller ones.
Hold Z. Oh my. Hold Z. Take out your sword and Deku stick. Oh my, this is infuriating. Hold R.
So precise.
Hold Z. Drop a bomb and move back. Stay within grab range. Take out your sword. Hold R and then press A. It says hold Z. Okay, so hold R and press A. Okay. No.
Don't commit die. Why don't you try hook-shotting them?
Hook-shotting them.
Might make them easier to deal with.
Hold Z. Take out your sword. Take out your sword and then hold R. Okay. Hold Z. Drop a bomb. Then move back. Take out your sword. Take out your sword. Ugh! Take out your sword. Okay. Hold R and then press A. I'm so dumb. Hold Z, drop a bomb. Stay within grab range. Take out your sword. Hold R and then press A. Wait a minute. Is it saying attack? I want to do it this way. Okay. Put away. Take out your sword. Okay. Shit in hell. Well, I did the glitch.
Yeah.
But it didn't help at all.
What's the glitch do?
It lets you jump.
Oh, these guys suck. Thankfully, they're too stupid to turn a corner.
I can't see. Maybe I can do...
Right hook shot. Some of them say they can do that easy. Oh. Yeah, they only need one hit. Also, like, this is the only time freaking these guys are in the game, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, get to the center portion so you can go to the ferries. Yeah, that square there. Oh, God. No!
The center portion.
Yeah, that square at the end there, on the top of the maze, there's like a square hole.
Yeah.
That's where the fairies are. You can go, heal yourself and also bottle one if you have room.
2 of my bottles have fairies.
Okay. Then just, activate a fairy.
Heals instantly. But yeah, that's what a ground jump does.
And it's definitely useful for skipping over things like that.
And here's the,
This guy. Freaking heck and then he can't turn around because he's too big. He's like, oh, I don't want to turn around.
this is where you learn the song. If you die at the same time, you get the song, skip the cutscene.
Oh.
There used to be someone here. Now there's not. Except for Zelda again. What the hell is Zelda doing here? The flow of time is always
It's
cruel.
not Zelda, it's Sheik.
The flow of time is always cruel, and Ganon is so dumb. Its speed seems different for each person, but nobody can change it. A thing that doesn't change with time is a memory of younger days. Bullshit. In order
Actually,
to
those...
play the
Like,
minuet of
your
flow.
memories can warp
Yeah.
throughout ages.
Did. A up, right. A up, left, right, left, right. Probably one of the best warp songs.
Oh yeah, I like this song. One of the ones that I end up remembering the most of.
Mm-hmm. You have learned the Minuet of Forest. I have MIDIs for all this shit, by the way.
Yeah.
It's just like I said, all the instruments are fucked up. What sound was that?
It's like a super, Deku Nut.
Yeah, but it sounded like a weird version of Link.
Huh.
I wonder if there's anything secret here. I'm changing that fucking bomb thing. Maybe I could have played a ROM that had a faster version.
Yeah.
There's a ROM that lets you, well, it puts it puts various things on the D-pad. Like you have iron boots and the Ocarina and whatnot on the D-pad.
Yeah, it kinda recreates some of the convenience that the 3D version has.
Nice. It's kind of weird how you just... It's kind of weird how you enter this house, and then you enter another house,
Yeah.
Like, what?
'Cause this is like the intro courtyard thingy.
Yeah, what the hell is that shit?
I guess it shows how fancy it is. Like, it's almost like you're entering two houses. That's how fancy this house is. No time for
The
dog.
reason, of course, is, and you see this, there's an old screen, there's a beta screenshot that shows the first entrance was just a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
So that's why there was two things. And in fact, if you look right here, there's just a hole in the wall. It was like that on the outside.
Yeah.
So it makes sense like that.
Because they decided to decorate the doorway thing.
Yeah.
Oh. Fucking puppers are having a seizure, oh my god.
Small chest almost reminds me of Mara.
This tiny chest.
It would still be big to her. Oh boy.
You have, okay, so you have an entrance, stairs that lead up to it. Then you have this entrance courtyard.
Oh shit
Then you
in
have this
hell.
hallway that's an entrance. And then finally you enter the
I'm
center.
so dumb.
What?
First of all, I didn't save. But
You
basically,
can still
well, here's the idea. That cutscene that just played, the trigger for that cutscene is right in front of the door. But it's like a few feet in front of the door. So you can kind of slide past it. And then...
And you were gonna show that off?
Yeah, I like to show off shit. And that way you can skip past... I think like it actually starts playing the cutscene.
And as you walk around it?
Yeah, you can... The cutscene plays as you're walking around. And you can... If you get to the elevator before it starts going down, you can actually...
You can skip it?
You can skip the fucking dungeon.
That's amazing. It's also really broken.
That's not the best part, though. You can still skip the dungeon. If you, like, there's a way to get inside this, I think it's like this. Or maybe this, I don't know.
You know in Ocarina of Time 3D, if you, like, huddle up next to one of the pillars at the entrance, you can, clip through it, and if you fall correctly with the jump slash, you'll land on an unloaded part of the map that is the bottom of the dungeon,
Yeah.
essentially skipping it.
I don't know, it's one of these. You can do a bunch of crazy stuff to get inside these, and then just jump into the boss loading zone.
Yeah.
And skip the dungeon. But you still need the bow. Oh, there's a
Yes.
there's a thing. Might be this, actually. I don't know. What is this? Do these guys jinx you?
Yeah. They suck. Become a lot less of a problem once you get the bow. Stealth! The most strategic enemy in the whole game aside from Shadow. They're only strategic because they know how to block. They do it all the time. Oh, thankfully.
Okay. So the way to deal with these guys is don't lock on.
Yeah. They lock onto you. If you lock onto them, they'll be limited to the same moves they're limited to. But they do that freaking thing where it's like they're stepping a circle around you.
Yeah. It's called side strafing.
Yeah, very good.
What does this thing have? It's a key. Or a compass. It's a key. I think there's a way to glitch yourself. You know what? Hit me. Hit me.
Oh, is it not gonna change anything? Maybe it's a different one. Maybe
I think they do it in Majora's Mask.
Yeah, it's Majora's Mask that made me paranoid about these guys. In this game, though, they're just annoying and stupid, and I freaking hate them. Bubbles are the worst thing.
What the hell were they thinking with that name?
Originally they actually kind of looked like bubbles with like evil faces in them on the original Zelda.
They changed the design.
Yeah, so it's no longer like a bubbly thing. Even though I think originally they were surrounded by a ball of like flamey energy. Now it's just like a flame, so it's not even bubble-like anymore.
Seems like the ghosts took them away. Too bad there's no way to look at the fucking thing. Oh, there's a clipping. There's a thing right there. Nice.
Ooh, a little gap.
N64.
Beautiful.
I wonder if I could ground jump onto here. Maybe not.
That's a little hard.
Also, apparently this place used to be wind themed.
Yeah.
But,
Before they changed it. And that's why in Ganon's dungeon, it's like instead of forky stuff, it's windy stuff. And that's also why the dungeon sign looks like propellers.
yeah.
Oh yeah, also they changed the medallion for this dungeon in the 3D remake. Because they thought, four swirls next to each other, look too much like a swastika.
Well, you have 3 swastikas, too.
Yeah, but I guess that one's the most well-known, so they changed it. Which is stupid.
That's actually a pretty cool view right there.
Yeah.
You can see how big it is.
Yeah, these guys. I think the Deku Bobs in this game are stupid.
It's an Octorok.
I could be Oct.
Nice. Yeah.
Well, the Octoroks in this game are probably the most craziest departure of all Octorok. They don't live on land, not red and small and cute. Instead, they just look like they just look stupid and ugly, and also very sad. Tools. A room with a single bled.
Is this the map room? This has got to be the map room.
Makes sense they'd give you a map, really, considering this is a pretty sprawling dungeon.
Yep. This is the map room. I remember this because, there's this hilarious, I think it was from, what was his name? It's not Swordless Link. It's, he was the guy that did Ocarina of Time blindfolded.
You actually freaking beat that?
Yeah, he beat the whole game.
Oh my god.
Blindfolded. By Runner Guy 2489. And there's a hilarious segment when he's playing this. There's a hilarious segment where he's in this room and he's trying to get the map and he struggles with trying to find the place for the chest. And then he gets the map. You see the problem here? He's blindfolded.
Yeah.
But he gets the map.
Yeah.
He can't see the map.
Wow, it took me way too long.
Why am I even getting the map anyway?
Yeah, there's no reason to get a map if you can't freaking see it. Oh my god.
That was hilarious. Now how do I... Oh, it's this thing. Maybe I have to... Man, this thing sucks. What is this?
Yeah, the reach is very specific.
The long shot's way better. Oh, this is the other one. I know what he is. They're not as big as you'd think.
Yeah, but they're still fairly big. For Deku Goblins.
Yeah, but they're, say, if they were right next to the door, they wouldn't hit the ceiling.
Yeah.
They almost would, but they wouldn't. They knew you were going to do that. I feel like I'm getting played. That's the problem. When you have a feeling that you were intended to do that, it's like, oh no, I'm doing exactly what they want me to. So I'm playing right into their hand, which means They've got me by the balls.
Yeah.
And they could be playing a trick. They could be doing anything. Isn't this the only... This is the only room in this entire floor. Basement 1.
Yeah, and it's just this long freaking rectangle.
Incidentally, the maps were all made by hand. They didn't computer-generated any of them.
Yeah, which is completely believable, considering the time frame this came out.
A lot of maps in Wind Waker were computer-generated.
Yeah.
And by that I mean the mini-maps. But I think in Wind Waker, the program that they used to make the maps didn't work that well. So they used them for a lot of them. They used them for a lot of maps, but for the ones where it didn't work so well, they hand drew them. And that's where a lot of those old mini maps come from.
The imperfect maps, and also wasn't there like originally a single hand drawn one? A hand drawn one of Outset early.
Well, that was there was 3 maps. Both of them, and all of well, I think the 3 maps that there were all computer. Well, okay, the first map was entirely computer generated.
Yeah.
And that one's the really early one. Or at least, I think it's really early. And that one was entirely computer generated, and it was like an early version of the software. So, like, it would misdetect floors as walls and shit.
Yeah, stupid.
And then there was, what am I even doing?
Yeah, you're just screwing around in the courtyard.
I don't have the compass yet. Hey, there's a thing right there. Every time. I better not be leaving. I was already here. And they come back instantly.
I know, right?
That's like Metroid Prime 3 shit right there.
Yeah.
Unlock that door. When the hell was the last time you've seen a lock that looked like that? The classic eye hole, fucking classic keyhole lock.
In real life?
Yeah.
Like never. I mean, I've got a wardrobe next to me.
Yeah?
And it's got a keyhole, but we don't have the key to it, and the lock doesn't work anymore.
Actually, our back door has a key like that. Or a keyhole like that. We don't have the key, though. Oh, what the fuck is that shit? I wasn't expecting to see anything. That's the elevator.
Wow! There it is! Just sitting there in the void! Reminds me of, like, watching Andrew walk through the void in Majora's Mask, because there's a corner of the room where the circus performers are at, or whatever. And if you stand there, you can clip into the wall, and you can actually see, like, Anju and her mom, like, walking around at certain times of the day.
Yeah?
It's, like, creepy.
It's Majora's Mask, though. There are arrows painted on the floor. No shit.
Owie.
Hope I better have bombs. I have 4, but that's enough. I only need 1. Well, in Nimpai's Adventure, this map's a little bit different.
What's it like?
There's a little bit more puzzles.
Okay.
Oh. No. There really isn't anything up there. Might as well pull the block.
Okay, 2 more Pokemon. We're not level 20 yet. Oh my god.
You said you finished the Wooloo.
Yeah. Post.
I didn't see it.
It's not posted yet, but I sent it to the guy to make sure that everything's looking okay.
What does he think?
And then I'll post it, but I don't want to just outright post it. Because this isn't like the other guy, where it's like, lol, it's a Jeep. This is pretty wholesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't do any Japers this time. Actually,
okay, you know the drill.
let's see, here you go.
Okay. Nice. No. I can't ground jump here. Does it really matter? Oh, fuck. You can clip through the wall there. Maybe I'm missing something. What's over here anyway? Oh. Well, how do I get over? There's that. Oh, there's a ladder. That's a pretty cool place for a ladder.
Oh, wow.
The design of this room almost makes me wonder if they took some of the beta design. Like, there's a beta room. There's an early beta screenshot of a room that kind of has these arched tunnels. Clearly they didn't. Clearly they thought they were cool. It's probably one of the best, like, having passageways like this is probably like, I don't know, it's one of the great things about 64-bit. Or, you know, low poly shit.
Yeah.
No. I want to climb it. I want to climb it. Oh, here's the big ladder. This room right here scared the fuck out of me.
Oh, yeah.
This corridor is all twisted.
Yeah, I thought this was really weird when I played. And they use, like, basically the same effect in Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they, like, copied this room and then, like, got rid of the pillars and then changed the way, the textures look.
Definitely they use the same code.
Mm-hmm.
You can see. You can't really see. Basically, it's like how do they do a twisting room? Like, and not only that, it's like you're walking on the walls. How is that even possible? It's probably the freakiest part of this game. I think the answer's obvious. In order to have the room spin, they spin the entire room. And in fact, the entire room is a smart object. Watch out for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. These guys scared the shit out of me too. Look at this.
Yeah. I freaking hate these guys.
A wall
They'll take you back
master.
to the entrance of the dungeon. Absolutely necessary.
Nice.
This is one of the enemies that works really well in 3D though.
Yeah. Hey, there's a fucking... There's a treasure chest here. On the wall. And not only that, it's the boss key chest.
That's interesting. Hmm.
In fact, the lid kind of clips through.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that. There's a little bit of Z fighting there.
Yeah, just a little bit. Please.
Oh boy, wait a minute. I don't have the bow. But you need to pass through this area to get the bow. I think if you stand right here. Wait a minute. Oh, that's nice. Shit. Shit, I can't see. These guys will actually kick your ass if you're not careful. Also, they're on the fucking...
He almost sidestepped into the hole.
Get away. Oh, shit. Okay. That lag. Nice. What the fuck was that shit? That was actually pretty heated. Hey, wait a minute. You beat, I mean, that's not really a mini-boss. In fact, I don't think Ocarina of Time really had the concept of mini-bosses.
Yeah. It was just like a stronger fight or whatever.
But it's an interesting thing, because you beat the boss, you beat the mini-boss, and your reward is the item.
Yeah.
Which is what you'd expect, and also there's that keyhole. But anyway, you got the bow. Usually in Zelda games, the best way to do it is that beating the mini-boss opens up the area to the item. You don't just get the item handed to you when you beat the mini-boss.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But clearly you do here. Also, I need to...
So freaking close.
Got a bow with 30 arrows, and there's a glitched... Got a bow with a 30 arrow quiver, which is the beginning. But there's a glitch that lets you get a 20 arrow quiver.
Why would you want to get a smaller quiver?
You don't, but you can do that with RBA.
Oh, so it's just an option. You know, maybe you're like, oh, 30 arrows sounds like it's too much.
Well, you can
I don't know if it can handle them.
Well, what you can do is you can... I forget how to beat these guys.
You wait for them to turn invisible and spin at you, and then afterwards they stop spinning, and that's when you shoot.
Okay.
Or sweep. Whichever one.
I wonder if I can bait him. Okay.
Hagilop and Vatic are the only ones who aren't level 20 yet.
What?
Yeah. Hagilop and Vatic, my Pokemon, are the only ones who aren't level 20 yet.
Is that a key? Is that a key? That beeping is annoying.
Don't forget, if you leave the dungeon, you can go back to the fairy fountain. And then go back. You'll have to walk through the freaking guy again, the big moblin, but that's no problem.
Big moblins. The big moblin is laughable.
Left to right, go around, hit until dead.
Disappearing pictures.
I would save, by the way.
Beth, the Poes have names?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the first one's Amy. No, wait. First one's... I'll find out. One of them's Amy, one of them's Beth, one of them's... I forget. Oh, not that.
Okay. At least they're not named after... Never mind. Okay.
The Pole sisters. Joelle is the red one. Beth is the blue one. Amy is the green one. Meg is the purple one.
There's a yellow one too, but it's a puzzle.
Yeah, oh wait, oh, you mean the, like, Beth's puzzle?
Okay.
Beth is the green one. She's the one who has the puzzle.
Shit. Okay, open up. Good.
Yay!
Oh no. No! It's probably the compass. Why withhold the compass until so long in a dungeon?
I guess weird cases. I guess they had to decide whether or not they wanted to give you the bow first or the compass first. And they figured if they gave you the compass first, you might have trouble, like, hitting the freaking paintings. So they had to figure that out. I'll be right back.
Okay. Where is this? No. Just pause it and go to VP for a minute. Let's play a game, VP. Go to Bulbapedia. Look up a Pokemon not currently in the Galar Dex. Scroll to the in the anime section. Give the Pokemon 15 points if it has a separate article because it was owned by Ash or a traveling companion or Team Rocket. 10 points if it has a separate article for other reasons. 5 points for each major appearance other. 1 point for each minor appearance. Repeat with the Pokemon's evolution and pre-evolution if they're in the same generation, and use the highest total results. To get into Galar, Kantomons require 30 points. Why would Kanto? This should be backwards.
Okay, back.
Okay. Page 6 and 4. Okay. I don't even know what's... Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceilings. Nice.
Pokemon. I've never read any of the Pokemon manga.
Oh. You talking about Pokemon Special?
No, I'm talking about, whatever freaking manga this is on this thread. What is this? I forgot the from the Pocket Monsters manga. It's just called Pocket Monsters? Whatever, it's a gag manga.
Oh.
It, like, roughly follows the story of the red
You need
Pokemon
a key
Red.
to open up a door that is locked and chained. Well, where do I get a key? Wait a minute. Thanks.
But anyways, I've never read any of the Pokemon mangas. If I recall, Pokemon Adventures is the edgy one. The one that everyone knows about, but it's like kind of edgy. Electric Tail of Pikachu, I think, is the true edgy one. Like, extremely so. And then the Pocket Monsters manga is the one that's like, it has like the Clefairy and Mew3 and whatnot.
Mew3?
This person posted the there's a thread where someone posts the entire chapter of the story of Mew3, in which, Red, or whoever this guy's name, I'm assuming he's just Thread though, him, his Pikachu, and his Clefairy are walking around, and they like, happen across this, some gags later, they happen across this, Pokemon Mansion, the Pokemon Mansion. Though it's called Pokemon House here, because it was incorrectly translated. And it's all decrepit, and they go inside, just like in the games, and freaking, they find, like, the Mew experiment that's going on deep inside the mansion. And from there, like, Team Rocket shows up, Giovanni's there, Bill is there, he has a wife, the wife has been kidnapped, and they're forcing Bill to activate the experiment. And so he activates the experiment even though they try to stop him. And then, Mewtwo busts out of the container, like the beaker thing that he's in. Then, oh, look, boss. Chest.
The boss chest.
Definitely get some hearts and save before you fight Phantom Doom. That guy's kinda hard. Then after that, like, shenanigans happen and Clefairy tries to fight Mewtwo, but it's too strong. So Clefairy, like, throws Mewtwo into the beaker, and then gets into the other beaker, and then, like, they press a button on the outside, and causes Mewtwo's DNA to fuse with Clefairy's, and so now Clefairy is part Mewtwo, and then uses its newfound abilities to defeat Mewtwo. And then takes, like, a tray of Pokeballs, throws it into the beakers again, and then gets into the other beaker, and fuses all the Pokemon in the Pokeballs, with Mewtwo, or Mew3 DNA. Cause, like, after that happens, Clefairy calls itself Mew3. And it's just Mewtwo with a Clefairy face. But yeah, that's the origin, that's the real Mew3, guys. It was all a joke.
Wasn't this that one? There was a rumor where there was, like, blood on the wall. And it was in this room, but it's not.
Yeah. Wonder if I can search stuff up. L-O-Z-O-O-T.
Hey.
More. What is? It's so freaking dank rumors. Let it. Tell me.
And by that I mean I'm talking, like, the awesome way memes.
Yeah.
Like rumors.
Pretty sure I tried the rest of these from this ancient web page too. Oh! Oh snap! Oh man. Oh man. I'm supposed to be grinding. Shit, let me beat this Pokemon. This ooh. Also, the bad egg learned Egg Bomb, which is really good. Take a look. Rumors. This is an old angelfire.com site.
Angelfire.
Yeah. Everyone should hopefully know by now that There is no one has found a Triforce in this game. Very professional. Until someone finds it, I'm going to believe that the people who made this game never intended for us to find it, or that it's not there at all. However, it's still fun to listen to stories about some lucky gamer who happened to one day stumble upon the Triforce and is now telling everyone about it. No one will believe him. It's fun to get caught up in a story and go sift through the rumors, trying to find the Triforce, and maybe you will find it.
Are they talking about finding the Triforce?
Yeah, this is a wonderful webpage.
Link this shit.
Yeah. There you go. Don't forget to heal yourself. Also, I think you still need Amy and Meg of the post.
Amy is the puzzle, or like one of them's the puzzle one, and the other one's the the last one.
Yeah, Meg is the last one. Amy is the puzzle one. She's in a room somewhere. Anyways, been there, done that. There are some pretty convincing stories up there, but most of them are
convincing. Allegedly. Oh, that's nice.
Screenshots of the game I've collected.
You've got to pull up some old rumors, like, how about... Oh, shit.
Here we go! I found the rumors on the page. Just had to scroll down. Cool! Triforce rumors.
Here we go.
K. Lightning Horse. First rumor. First, enter your name as Naburu and play up until the spirit temple. When you talk to her, she will say, "That is what I am called. I like you, so I'll do something really good for you if you get the gauntlets from me." Then you get the gauntlets, everything will happen as usual, and she will get caught by the witches. You put the spirit temple, and she will give you the medallion and a slip of paper. Get this slip and go to the horseback archery range. Give it to the lady there, and she will tell you that since you rescued Naburu, she will give you her horse, and you can get if you can get 2,000 points. Get 2,000 points, she will say, "You're truly the master, blah blah blah. I want you to take my horse. She is called Lightning. Take Lightning, she is real fast."
Of course.
Get all... What?
I'm just ripping on it.
Yeah. This is like how it's written too. She's real fast.
That's almost like the awesome way.
Yeah, shit, get all 100 Scotulas, all 36 heart pieces I can't read. Go beat the running man.
Go beat...
Okay, this is already unbelievable. Like, if it wasn't unbelievable before, you can't beat the running man.
Yeah.
He will say you cheated, and then he will try to run away. Get on Lightning and run after him. Follow him to Lon Lon Ranch and then play the Song of Storms before you talk to him. He will now give you a boss key with a blue stone and say, all you need to do is play the Song of Storms.
The Song?
Yeah. They wrote it with an M.
Fucking lol.
Yeah. Like Epona's Sunch.
Sunch?
Are they shitty? Like, this is bullshit. First they write song with an M, and then they write song with an E at the end of it, so it's Sunch. I think they're bullshit. Okay. Song of Storms. Change the lightning song. Will change to lightning song on your subscreen. Take Lightning back and trade her for Epona again. Ride to Lon Lon Ranch and show Malon. She will say, "I'm glad you're taking care of her." She'll ask, this person can't frequency check. She'll ask if you want to try her obstacle course. Start and get off Epona. Play Lightning Song and she will come. get Tat and on her and ride her. Then swap back just beef for the Finnish, Finnish as in like country of Finland. The Finnish line.
Oh my god, that's like Super Mario crap.
Yeah, the Finnish line. You get a new record. You must do it under 40 seconds with lightning. This is not hard. Ride lightning to Ganon's castle and play as normal. When you get to the last door, there will be another one on the other side. You can open it with blue boss. You will come out in front of Ganon instead of being behind, and he will. So you freaking like come out of his piano? Like surprise.
Is it like the Is it like that piano from Mario?
Yeah, or he plays like an organ-looking thing.
Oh.
So you come out of his organ, so it's like, surprise! It's a me!
Organ that doesn't that disappears.
Yeah.
It vanishes once you start the fight.
Yeah, so you like come out behind the organ, and then suddenly the organ is out of existence, and like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then the fight starts. Anyways, he summons parts of the Triforce, he'll then throw a real big lightning bolt at you. Dodge and call lightning. Pull your freaking horse up to the sea. And it can't hurt you. Run under him and try to get it to bounce back at him. When it hits him, you will die, and the Triforce will rise up, and you can get it, and you can see the real ending. I don't know, guys. I can see how that's possible.
The real ending. What's the real ending?
You'll have to find out. You get the Triforce, you also get a new horse called Lightning. So, you know, that's pretty good. I'd try it. I'd buy that for $1.
Oh no.
On the green Pokemon. They're spooky because they float in place.
I don't even have to kill him.
There's more rumors on this page, by the way. Should I read them?
This is an interesting room that you don't see very often.
Oh yeah! It's a nice room. In the Ice Temple, I believe there's a very similar room to this.
What the fuck are those patterns? It's like a brick that's being held by 2 clamps.
Oh. Just ornate. Like, I guess it's supposed to look like a stone inset, but it's like just a stone.
I think it's kind of terrifying. Like, why is it there? What does the stone mean?
Yeah.
What were they thinking?
Yeah. It reminds me of, like, the freaking... That's kind of spooky, actually.
Whoa. What does it remind you of?
It's just, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I've never noticed that. It's also really high up on the ceiling, too, so it's like...
Nobody would notice that shit.
And say, oh, look at this nice fancy stonage. Freaking no one.
Nobody. Not a single person.
Like, you could say that for a lot of textures in this game. They have this weird air about them, especially in, like, you know, the Shadow Temple and those faces?
Yeah?
Those spooky faces. I always wondered what they were. Is it supposed to be a dragon, a monster? The faces in the Shadow Dungeon, or in the well, where it's like they hide stuff.
Oh, the fucking graves?
No, they're like these screens that have like an evil face on them. I'll post an image.
Are you talking about in the, is that the bottom of the well?
Yeah.
Or is that the,
face pictures on it.
Yeah. I always thought that was a, I always thought that those were like graves.
I always thought they were like I'm guessing their purpose is to spook people from, like, robbing graves. Like, they rewards people from robbing the graves by being scary. So you can see how that made sense, but I always wondered, like, what exactly they were.
What exactly they were. I always thought that they were like if you could see into the graves themselves. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know about that. If I could just find a good image that isn't the freaking remake.
Watch out, the ceiling is falling.
This is good. It's not the texture itself. Here's that.
Oh, I remember that shit.
These creepy, and they're standing there with like their hands on their head, like mocking you. Just empty eyes. They're a lot less scary in Ocarina of Time 3D. Because they made them ornate and less grimy looking.
Yeah? Oh. I never thought about those.
I always thought they were really weird and creepy.
What the fuck is this shit? I ain't never seen this shit before.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah. You need to kill all the Skulltulas.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, I forget this room exists because it's so freaking rare. There's a very similar type of, room in, like, I think a Kana dungeon in Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I remember that one. That one had a,
Oh, jeez.
that one had a hot roof, though. Here's that one room.
Yeah, here's puzzle time.
Am I being dumb? Oh. Okay. You have a minute. You have a minute to put this thing back together.
Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Don't even have to turn it around.
And then there's like a third one that's a different color.
Yeah, and it's obviously like a fake. It's an image of...
It's probably the other one, like one of the other
Yeah, it's
poses.
an image of Beth, the blue one. Please, I'm gonna read some more of these reviews.
Shit.
Okay. Blow up all the gossip stones. Go right round Hyrule and blow up every single gossip stone except the ones in front of the Temple of Time. Go to your house and play Nocturne of Shadow. Go to Lon Lon Ranch and play the Song of Time for Malon. Go to Windmill and play the Song of Time. Now go back to your house and Dark Link will be sitting on your table. Play Saria's song and then talk to him.
Dark Link.
Yeah, he's sitting on your table and you have to play Saria's song.
That's the classic one.
Yeah, he'll teach you the Overture of the Sages. Learn it because it will not appear on your sub screen. Go to the Temple of Time and play the Overture of the Sages in front of the spiritual stones to be warped to Sacred Realm. And you will be on bridge and you can see the Triforce.
But you can't get it.
Yeah, and drops down from the ceiling. You have to fight him. And when he dies, you can get the Triforce. Well, okay.
This
It's
one's
just a
like that one had a photoshopped that one had a photoshopped entrance, like I think it had like Temple of Light or some shit.
Yeah.
And it had a photo, and it was photoshopped. In a time when very few things were.
So it's like, oh, it's like legit, guys. The image proof.
Yep. And people just believed it.
Yeah, there's there's one called Thanks Mario. Ganon's Black Stallion. Some of these are user submitted. I'll read this one. I don't know how it happened, but one day I was at my grandpa playing his Zelda game. He was in Gyarados place in the jail cell, and they thought, and they throw you in when you get caught. I used
God
the
of
long shot.
Destruction Broly says yo.
Oh snap! Yep.
I'm gonna tend. Here's the yellow one, the purple one even.
Yeah. I like to do this. I'm reading OOT rumors since that's relevant.
I wonder.
You can't. I don't think. When she spins, the one that spins the extra time, is the one. Yeah, that's her.
Okay.
It's my favorite stuff. Yeah,
Man.
I really like the music and the atmosphere.
The one that spins the extra time, huh?
Yeah. Should be.
Yeah. It's interesting that they use the I don't. Yeah. Let's do something different and battle them right here.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
Usually they do it in the center of the room, or at least everyone does. Here comes.
Here's the Elephant.
This is my favorite dungeon, he says.
Oh yeah, I should mention. They kind of screwed up this music in the 3D remake.
Really?
It's the same composition with higher quality samples, but the delay on the weird, like, bell sounds and stuff, or wooden sounds or whatever, the delay is way lower, and so it's not as atmospheric, and it sounds more empty. Which I guess is an effect in itself, but I miss the originals and feel like that one's better.
I hear, like, a lot of this song is actually stock sound effects.
Yeah. Crazy, but yeah, I really like this weirdness. I've heard a lot of people who say the music in this temple creeps them out. I never understood that. I kind of do, but like, I always found it to be like weird and mysterious. Like this, even this dungeon, people have said creeped them out. I could understand that with the freaking wall master and how weird things can get, but I wouldn't call it creepy so much as like just kind of weird and unsettling. Like it's not the same type of creepy as like a spooky skeleton. It's like the creepy that's just kind of weird. A weird room. No, you're stuck down here. I know it's coming back. No! You freaking died. didn't know you could do that. I think you tried it. Okay. Where was I? Anyways, Ganon's Black Stallion. Something about we'll learn how to get Triforce, guys, when I read this. So anyways, they're at their grandpa's playing Zelda. This is something that apparently only happened once.
Bullshit.
Yeah. They were in the Gerudo town and they get placed in the jail cell like typical. I used the long shot and look out from my position. And on the ground, a few feet away from the window, was a black stallion. I asked my pap about it, and he just said it was a pony. Well, I got on it and rode around for a while. I had a lot more carrots, and I could pull out my sword.
Let me get. It was really fast.
Probably. Also, while I was on it, by also I mean I could still pull out my bow. When I rode out of the fortress, I was on a Pona, and whenever I went back, it would be back on the Black Stallion, and it had a real fancy saddle. But once I turned the game off and turned it back on, the Stallion was gone. I was devastated because the horse was very fast. Yep.
Called it.
So apparently that's not a Triforce rumor necessarily, but I don't know, guys. You think it's real? I know in Breath of the Wild you can technically get quote-unquote Ganon Stallion. And it's like this massive buff horse. But it's also, from what I remember, slower. But it has like more stamina. And it's good at trampling things. Bullshit.
We got a bundle of arrows.
At least it wasn't,
Another thing right there. That's to the dungeon.
Yeah, that's what you need. The tiki. They bolted that part of the thing on. Like, steel bolts.
Yeah.
It's pretty advanced.
Yeah, I wonder how they did that.
Maybe magic?
You think it would be fused together? You wouldn't need that.
Yeah, or maybe they did it all by hand. Like, they freaking had someone nail those in individually.
Okay, so now we have a thing. It's probably
freaking boundary break. All this wall looking.
all this wall looking.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got.
Good.
Oh, this is a real short one. This is a... Okay, so this one is actually a theoretical way that the Triforce is obtained. Submitted by Josh.
Nice.
On a Zelda rumor site, by the way. An old one. The purple cow that ate the Triforce.
The
Lots
holy cow. Oh my god.
Yeah, lots of people have talked about it. So here it is.
It's literally the holy cow.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's fake right there.
Yeah. You beat the entire game without dying. Then you use the moon jump, which is like cheats, by the way, to get inside the castle. And you stab and kill Zelda with the big Iron sword.
This is a meme fucking one.
Yeah! Then you bust through the window door behind her, kill the king, which doesn't exist in the game. Finally, you go through a maze to find the purple cow. Pick it up with the golden gauntlet, and behind it is the Triforce. So consume the Triforce, and then shout it out, and then you get Triforce after you murdered the Hyrule royal family. Yeah, that's another one. I don't know, guys. I could see it being possible. And the only thing that really discredits it is the fact that the king's model doesn't exist, so like, Also, what's up with that freaking door texture?
Oh. I didn't expect that.
Oh, look! Phantom Ganon's just waiting around.
Nice.
He's been down here the whole time.
The whole time.
Time for Phantom Ganon boss. This guy actually gave me a really tough time. The first time I fought him on the virtual console.
Yeah?
It took me so many tries, actually. It took me like at least 3 or 4 tries. You have like one extra heart than me though.
Here he is. He came through the floor.
I freaking clicked upward. It's the game.
Evil spirit from the beyond.
Spooky ghost again.
Spooky ghost. I better have arrows. Good.
To get the Ghostbusters.
I forget how to do this.
There's fake ones that have like less color, I believe. That's a fake. Yeah, the fake ones have a muted color.
This is where
He's gonna play freaking tennis with you.
Yeah, but the best way to do this is to get infinite sword glitch.
Yeah. So you don't even have to try, really.
Yeah.
You can do this with a bottle, too, I think. Remember,
Man, I'm so bad.
Before. This is what happened to me. This bird would always kill me. I like how the freaking beam of light stood there. Oh, come on. I hate power.
Where is he? see shit. Okay. Unfortunately, those weren't power crouch stabs.
Yeah, they were just normal ones. I figured if they were powered, you would have been by now.
Yeah. Hey kid, you did quite well. Oh shit, but you have defeated my phantom. When you fight the real me, it won't be so easy.
Hello?
What a worthless creation that ghost was. I will banish it to the gap between dimensions.
Oh no.
Whatever that is.
He's going to the shadow realm.
Or maybe he's just bullshitting. Oh, that heart.
Created a ghost of himself, and then now he's like just deleting it. Also, I feel like Phantom Ganon's design is actually cooler than like vanilla Ganon's design.
I think there's something dodgy here.
Okay. That's weird.
Now, if I had a bottle with bugs...
You do have a bottle of bugs.
I do. Now I gotta recatch them. Now, do I have something that I can use? I do have the sword.
Yeah, you have...
Obtain a bottle and fill it with other fish or bugs. Empty and recap. Backflip. Before you touch the ground, press the button on the bottled item, followed by the sword.
And that'll duplicate it?
Well, you'll see.
As long as it doesn't break something or repair it.
Shit. Where is my mouse?
Oh no, he freaking backflipped into the portal. Well, it has something to do with the portal.
Well, it says before you touch the ground, press the button the bottled item is on, followed by another item that Link can pull out.
Yeah, does it particularly say, that you need portal to do this, though?
Shit.
Because if not, you may just need to do it on normal ground. I've seen runners do this.
It's not even that hard. Well, fuck it. That'll let you use the Ocarina before you actually get the Ocarina. So let's you skip the Ocarina. The Chamber of Sages. Oh boy. What a weird intro right there. And each one's different too. Hello, because of you I could awaken as a sage. Everybody else who knew me, they can get fucked. Because I have to stay here. Damn it, that's like fucking... I always believed that you would come. Because I know you. No, you don't.
Yeah. You, like, met, like, oh, hi, Link. Like, I feel like Saria, like, is the person in the village who, like, says hi to Link every day, and though she thinks, like, wow, I know everything about him.
Yeah. This lady is a creeper. No.
She, like, climbs into Freaky his house, and, like, rearranges his pots and stuff.
Yeah. You don't have to explain it to me. You don't have to explain it to me. You don't know what the hell you're talking about, and neither do I. Because it is destiny that you and I can't live in the same world. Good! I will stay here as the forest sage and help you. I hope I never see you again. Please take this medallion. Also, there's a bit of layering issues right there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Platforms appearing in front of other platforms.
Wow. Like that infinite stairs thing.
You received the swastika medallion.
Yeah. Heil Ganon.
Now the VOD will be deleted. Saria will always be your friend.
I'm sorry, you too. Please, I'm sorry. Please don't delete channel.
I think I should still have all the recordings.
Yeah. Could still make another channel and re-upload, or even censor this one. Re-upload. But, I don't think YouTube cares. Unless you slightly dig, and then in that case, your channel's going down.
OBS recordings. Mailer one. Twitch recordings, yeah. 11.7 gigabytes left.
You know when people say Deku?
Some
It's
people say
obviously supposed to
Deku.
be-
Some
yeah, or
people
De-
say
I-
Deku.
I
Some
used
people
to
say
say
Deku.
Yeah. I used to say Deku.
We were,
Deku.
we said Deku.
Ah.
I'm the Deku tree sprout. Because you and Saria broke the curse on the forest temple, I can grow and flourish.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Hey, have you seen your old friends? None of them recognized you with your grown-up body, did they? That's because the Kokiri never grow up. Even after 7 years, they are still children.
Well, they're all Peter Pan.
You must be wondering why only you have grown up. You're not a Kokiri, you're actually a Hylian. I am happy to finally reveal this secret to you. And it zooms into his beady eyes.
I had a dream about with this little tree in it.
Really?
Yeah,
Some
that's
time
fishing
ago,
dream.
before the King of Hyrule unified this country, there was a war. One day, to escape from the fires of the war, a Hylian brother and her baby boy entered this forbidden forest. The mother was gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku tree, the guardian spirit of the forest.
She's dying and she sees this tree and she's like, tree, take care of my
The
child.
Deku tree could sense that this is a child of destiny, whose fate would affect the entire world, so he took him into the forest. After the mother passed away, the baby was raised as a Kokiri, and now finally the day of destiny has come. You are a Hylian, and we're always bound to leave this forest. And now, you have learned your own destiny, so you know what you must do.
You already freaking know?
You must save the world.
Yeah.
Now I break the curses of all. Now I break the curses on all the temples and return peace to Hyrule.
You do? The little tree then? Maybe his only task was to wake up the tree, so now the tree's gonna like get up and start walking around and he'll defeat Ganon.
The tree will defeat Ganon.
Only Deku Tree can defeat Ganon.
I'm the Deku Tree sprout. Oh no. Thanks, oh good.
Oh, I thought it was gonna repeat the whole thing.
What's that dream you had about this thing?
I've told it to you before. It's one of the big classics.
Really?
Bass fishing.
The bass fishing dream. Does it have Canada?
Yeah, it's about this little girl who's like the last human left alive in this area. She lives in Canada, and there's this giant wall that like has appeared on Earth, and it has like it freaking fell over like flat. And it
You know what I think you should do?
What?
You should make a comic about that dream.
Yeah.
I think it would be really interesting.
Yeah, it's really weird too because it's kind of a narrative.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay, so she's like, her house is like the one spare piece of land that didn't get crushed by this wall that still exists. So she basically lives at her house, but that's okay because her house, like, the door or whatever, like the back door or something, next to the sewer system.
Yeah.
And she goes out in this little boat, and then she goes and exits the sewer system, and on the other side is this big open lake. Trees and stuff. And there she goes bass fishing.
Yeah.
And so it's a fishing game. But sometimes, like, enemy fish appear in the tunnel.
So is it like a fishing minigame?
I think most of the game is fishing, I think. And then you have to use, like, fishing to defeat the foes, too, because you, like, use, like, an attack lure that when it touches the fish, it hurts them.
Yeah?
Kind of like a really lazy hook shot sort of thing. But yeah. And then, of course, like, she has this mailbox on her wall. And, it's like one of those mailboxes, like, for apartments, where it has multiple compartments.
Yeah.
Different, like, different rooms or whatever. And occasionally, they'll, like, as she does tasks, they'll fill up with, like, these little key things that kind of look like missing nose, but like bolts and gears and stuff.
Huh.
And I think some of them are red, some of them are blue, and some of them are gray. They're called... What were they called? They were called Chozos.
Really?
Yeah. They were called Chozos.
Was this... When was this?
It was... I swear I told this to you. This was a while ago. I could probably even find the text.
Yeah, but
anyways,
was it during a stream?
I think it was during an unrigged. It was fairly late. It was one of the freaking, marathons where we just talked dreams at each other.
Yeah. But I
And-
feel like, considering there was a thing in the dream called a Chozo, I feel like when you had the dream, it was during probably like Metroid Prime.
It was pretty absolutely during Metroid 1 or 2. I want to say 1.
Yeah. One of my first streams, and it's still on YouTube.
Which makes total sense because this was a while ago. Well, certainly a year or two ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, so these Chozo things, you want to know what you do with them?
Sure.
You dispose of them.
You just get rid of them.
They show up in your freaking mailbox, and you're supposed to take them out and throw them away.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. And they're like dust, but bigger, almost. You just have to make sure your mailboxes are clean in case you get an actual delivery.
Also, here's that invisible pot.
Yeah. a ghost pod.
What happened? Did I throw it out of bounds? Oh, how the hell are you? I wonder if Saria will come back. Nope, you're fucked.
Yeah, sorry is gone, sorry.
I think that might be the end of the stream.
Yeah.
QT client leader window. Let me...
I want to read more of this freaking Triforce page.
Yeah?
The real... Oh. Oh. Is this the one? Hold on. I gotta compare.
What did you find?
I think I found something that is very familiar.
Did you find the awesome way?
It's what it looks like. Oh shit, where is it? Oh!
I think it's...
Where's it?
Link this shit now.
I don't know where it is.
Well, link the website that you found it on.
I did.
Well, what? Oh.
Yeah, it's up there. It's above the image.
Let's see what we've got.
Where is it?
The real way to get the Triforce.
Yeah. Is this the one? This is the one. It has to be.
Oh, it's not on my drive. I need to turn on the hard drive.
I think you can still find it. I think I know where it is.
I think it's called the awesomeway.txt.
Stupid OT rumor.
Link, okay, post this. I don't...
It is! Oh my god! It is. Here, I'll freaking show you.
Can you send
It's the same one. I found the source. Holy shit.
Post this file, by the way.
Where? Some downloads, some imports. Stupid OT rumor. Upload. Yes, there we go.
Stupid rumor. Here we go.
This is absolutely the same thing that is on this site. I'm freaking amazed.
The awesome way. I changed that, by the way. I changed it from the real way to the awesome way.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
The real way to get the Triforce. Along with some other things to go along with it. First, this is the easy part. Beat the game. After
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
After going through the credits and getting the golden The End screen with young Link and Zelda, wait. A little while later, an 8-note song will play. And I'm pretty sure that this bit right here is inspired by Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Because that happens.
Mm-hmm.
A little while later, an 8-note song will play, similar to the Bolero of Fire. Remember the tune by heart. And you'd ask, why doesn't he say what it is? First of all, it's bullshit. Second, it was the 90s. Nobody said what the thing was.
Yeah, you just have to do it to find out.
Now, start a new game. I had the game as Zelda.
Zelda A.
I was thinking maybe I edited that, but no.
It's just like that.
But chances are it isn't necessary. Play the game until you get the Ocarina from Saria, then go to Hyrule Castle and get to the castle the usual way. When you see Zelda, play the song. When you'll see, this'll change the conversation between Zelda and you. She'll tell you about a sequence of events that will lead you to where the Triforce is hidden. Note that you never actually see the Triforce once the Gate of Time is opened, because of its location in the Sacred Realm. Can you continue playing the game until you talk to the owl? I forget his name. Gabora?
Yeah, for I guess they couldn't spell it, so they were like, I don't know.
Does he ever tell you his name?
I think it appears in the text box. It's spelled Kayapora Gayabora. Like with an AE and an AE. And that's kind of hard to remember, I guess, so they didn't spell it.
Talk to the owl, we'll give you a new song. That you can play to take you to any location in Hyrule, which includes the Death Mountain crater, the front door of the castle, the island at the center of Lake Hylia, the top of the large stone at the top of the waterfall in Lord Jabu Jabu's palace, whatever that is.
It's more like a cliff, I think.
The top of the large stone at the top of the waterfall. I don't think that exists.
Yeah.
Unless he's
talking about this weird cliff-like formation. It's kind of like a rock.
Wait a minute. The top of the large stone at the top of the waterfall in Lord Jabu Jabu's palace. I know what he's talking about. He's talking about when you get the like in the room where Lord Jabu Jabu is.
Yeah.
And there's this rock formation next to him.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
On top of a stone pillar outside of the desert palace.
Who knows where?
The top of the shed in the corner of Lon Lon Ranch, which is my favorite. And right outside the forest temple. Don't ask me why, there's nothing there but Saria. The first thing you do after this is call the song. Use the song to call the owl and take you to the castle. Go out when the guards are distracted by the big bird, and do not get caught off. Do not get caught by any off the guards. Go
off
up the ladder.
Is it?
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Go up the ladder in the gate. Go up the ladder in the gate. This is the only reason it's there, because the fall will not harm you if you roll. And walk over. Oh, here we go. I was talking about this the other time.
Yeah.
There was this gargoyle there. And I forget if we could talk to him, but I don't think you could talk to him, but you could I think Navi had something to say about it.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm just misremembering.
Tells you the time.
He tells you the time.
Yeah.
Talk to it. Walk over to the gargoyle on the top of the gate. Talk to it. Notice that it is the owl, which it's not.
Yeah.
Instead of telling you the time, it will tell you to head to the Death Mountain crater. You play the owl's song and use him to get there. There's a lot of exposition here.
Yeah.
The temple has no rocks in the way and is not quite in ruin yet. Don't worry about the timer. You won't be there for long, except for the fact that that timer is really short.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Camera zooms over to the frogs. I can't believe you found this.
Yeah, I can't believe I found it either. I was just expecting some lol-worthy, like random stupid rumors. I just freaking typed in like OT rumors and found this freaking Reddit page that had this link on it. This Angel Fire link.
Nice.
Like, wow.
I might as well link this.
Yeah. I want to read some of the other one.
Hidden dungeon. Beat the game and have everything. Get all the golden but the one. That doesn't...
What? What? It's also in a different freaking text.
What? That doesn't mean anything. Shoot.
Alright.
Shoot Ganon in the head.
You beat Ganon, walls crumble. I'll stop doing an accent. The castle begins to shake. As you may have noticed, Ganondorf's body lies there. Make sure you have 4 bottles or ultimate blue potion. Shoot 25 light arrows at his head. Use the blue potion to refill your magic power when you run out. Watch the time while you're doing this. After you're done, run as quick as you can to the Stalfos room. If you have enough time left, defeat the Stalfos and stand at the block doorway, not the one Zelda opens, the other, and play the Song of Time, followed by Zelda's Lullaby, and then by Saria's. I've never seen this, like a freaking song combo. Talk to Saria. Whoa, hold on. Nani? Saria appears, and the door will open. It leads to a bridge. Cross the bridge and go over to the opposite sides of the lava outside the castle. Stand on the Triforce symbol and play Zelda's Lullaby. Triforce of Power escapes from the evil clutches of Ganon and comes to you. Ganondorf is sucked away by the evil realm and gone forever. Zelda thanks you all for your help and presents you with her piece of the Triforce. Hyrule is stored and Zora's domain slowly thaws. You can actually see the water dripping and the ice melting. Talk about special effects. Hyrule Castle reappears and it's all peaceful.
That is classic.
Yeah, it's really good.
These are all like... This mixed with... This stupid shit mixed with the beta screenshots gets your imagination going.
Yeah, there's one that I really want to read because it's like memes or some crap.
Maybe you
It's
could
got
make
a bunch of explanation. Yeah, what?
I was just thinking maybe you could make something about this.
Yeah.
It'd probably be the awesome way though.
Yeah, the best way.
Yeah, the best way to not get the Triforce.
Best way to waste millions of hours in a game that's already rather long. Anyways, there's this one here that's written by Tammy McCafferty, called Hero of Hyrule. And it's got a bunch of exclamation points and like a little emoji face, so I want to read this, because it's interesting. Hey, here's the only place you can get the Triforce! One first, which is a really weird way to spell first. Use the levitating trick and go to Gerudo Valley as child. Float up the river until you get the waterfall at the top. Float above it and play straight spelt wrong until you see a P spelled wrong of land. The rest of the land was edited from the game, plus it takes 20 days and nights in Hyrule time to get there. Go to it and read the markings on the goddess statue that will say, quote, if you seek golden triangle that holds power, you must go to Fortress and seek for the Princess of Hyrule. This will take a long time to do, so you have to float above the fortress until you get on top of the mountain. Should have a drop-off and float straight. Also, they can't spell straight. Until you reach a weird courtyard in the sky. So it's like a sky temple, huh?
Huh.
You'll have to float above it, because there's no way to get around without a key. You can't get it. I looked. Zelda should be there crying her eyes out. Until you speak to her, she'll say, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Link.
Or whatever your name is. Is that you? Oh, I'm so happy you found me. How did you get here? Never mind, but I need to tell you something. Did you get it?
No.
Navi will fly up, and she will say, get what? Get the Triforce of Power. Navi will say no. Then Ganondorf hasn't gotten it yet. She'll tell you a story about the Triforce and Ganondorf. When she's done, she will give you the key to the place that you went to before that had the goddess statues in front. When you
they're so
go
bad.
back to a cutscene, yeah, and the key float away from Link's hands. It turned gold and opened the door. When you enter, you'll see 3 empty slots holding the Triforce of Power. Walk up to start a battle. So it's like Pokemon. Like,
start a battle.
Anyways, when you're going to get it, a giant force field, spell wrong, will engulf the room, making it turn tie-dye like color around the room. A creature will fall from a beam on the ceiling. It will make a loud, horribly bloody murder scream. This will make you fall on your butt. And then the place starts to shake. The creature will swing his sword at Navi, cutting a piece of her wing off, which makes Lynx very mad. Lynx. It makes multiple Lynx for Link will scream really loud. But won't make the place shake. When he screams, it'll awaken the goddess, making them come into the fight. So, like, Goddess Hylia freaking steps in. Holy shit, this is epic. They will talk to you and explode into dust and form a sword called Goddess's Blade. Grab it and attack the creature. With the creature, your sword will glow very bright, making it hard for the creature to see, but not Link. Swing at the creature's back, killing him. Another cutscene will appear and the force field will disappear and the creature will burn for a while. Grab the Triforce Sand. The Triforce Sand. Then you will try to leave and Navi will say, "How could you forget me?" You will go up to her and pick her up. Go back to Zelda and tell her the good news, and she will say thank you and give you a hug, and she will say now that Ganondorf is gone. Oh yeah, I forgot. It will show Ganondorf explode into dust. I guess I don't need it. No. Or she will give you the Triforce of Wisdom, and you will glow in power, and the game will end, and you will be flying in the sky with the goddess, and all Hyrule is saved! Bunch of exclamation points.
What the fuck?
P.S. Navi will be healed. Little emoji face. Well.
I hope I never have to... This is like Atlanta Nights shit.
Yeah. Seriously, like, freaking... Most of it is one big sentence. With no capitalization and, like, forgetting how to space. And it's... oh. Well, hopefully know that
this
everyone...
TCRF thing, but I think that's gonna be the end of the stream.
Yeah, now that everyone knows how to get the Triforce.
Yeah.
The real way and the fraud way we just said.
So yeah, I hope that you all have a good night.
Yep.